feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain. This is the world that you know. The world as it was at the end of the 20th century. It exists now only as part of a neural interactive simulation that we call the Matrix. You've been living in a dream world, Neo. This is the world as it exists today. Welcome to the desert of the real. We have only bits and pieces of information, but what we know for certain is that at some point in the early 21st century, all of mankind was united in celebration. We marveled at our own magnificence as we gave birth to AI. AI? You mean artificial intelligence? A singular consciousness that spawned an entire race of machines. We don't know who struck first, us or them, but we know that it was us that scorched the sky. At the time, they were dependent on solar power, and it was believed that they would be unable to survive without an energy source as abundant as the sun. Throughout human history, we have been dependent on machines to survive. Fate, it seems, is not without a sense of irony.
Singularity is a future period in which technological change will be so rapid and its impact so profound that every aspect of human life will be irreversibly transformed.
There won't be a clear distinction between humans and machines.
Our computers are not going to be these rectangular devices we put in our pocket. They're going to be inside our bodies and brains, and we're going to be a hybrid of biological and non-biological intelligence. If you go back 500 years, not much happened in a century. Now a lot happens in 6 months. Technology feeds on itself and it gets faster and faster. In about 40 years, the pace of change is going to be so astonishingly quick that you won't be able to follow it unless you enhance your own intelligence by merging with the intelligent technology we're creating. So that's such a profound transformation that we've borrowed this metaphor from physics and called that a singularity.
Just as God in the Bible designs and creates animals and plants and humans according to his wishes, now we are learning how to design and create life.
From now on, your name is Kara.
My name is Kara.
Building ourselves into gods, or are we building new gods?
We are doing both. History is messy. It's difficult to just bring it all into a single compartment. So we are moving along two simultaneous tracks. On the one hand, we try to enhance and upgrade Homo sapiens and give Homo sapiens divine abilities. At the same time, we are also creating new external gods like these big data algorithms. And part of the conflict of the 21st century is going to be a conflict between these two new gods. Would it be the upgraded humans, or would it be the big data algorithms? Not everybody will be able to upgrade themselves, and not everybody will have access or have control over the new big data algorithms. Of 8 billion people in the world, the vast majority will stay just ordinary Homo sapiens, and they are likely to lose their economic value, their political power, their control over their lives. And we are likely to see an extremely unequal society in which a very small elite, either of upgraded humans or of those humans who own the master algorithms, like the Google algorithm or the Facebook algorithm, and this tiny elite controls the world.
When I started using computers, there were only about a dozen computers in all of New York City. Now we all carry multiple computers in our pockets and our belts. But computation is a lot more pervasive than these gadgets we carry around. Take this rock, for example. Doesn't look like it's doing very much, but it has trillions of atoms and molecules in here. They're all moving around, bouncing against each other at incredibly high speeds. That's computation. That's not very useful today. It's organized kind of randomly. We can't communicate with it very well. But we're going to change that. We're going to reorganize the vast amount of computation in this rock to make it useful. And it won't just be raw computation. We'll infuse it with exquisitely intelligent software, vastly greater than our intelligence today, and with all the knowledge of the human-machine civilization. This rock is going to be a trillion times more powerful than all biological human brains today. This is going to be quite a valuable rock. We call matter and energy reorganized in this way computronium. We're going to reach these limits late in this century, and at that time, we're going to turn many of the rocks and other stuff suitable for computation into computronium. And so, to keep the expansion of our intelligence going, we will then need to spread out to the rest of the universe, turning some portion of it into computronium. How fast can we do this? That depends on whether or not we can transcend or otherwise get around the speed of light as a limit. There are suggestions that there may be subtle ways of doing this. One possibility is to send intelligent nanobots through wormholes, which are basically shortcuts to apparently faraway places through other spatial dimensions beyond the three we're familiar with. Wormholes through space appear to be consistent with our understanding of physics. If it is indeed feasible to either find or build such wormholes, our intelligence will be so great that we'll be capable of engineering these shortcuts to reach other parts of the universe in brief periods of time. In that case, we could infuse the universe with our intelligence rather quickly. It would require only another century, that is by the end of the 22nd century, to saturate the universe with computronium. On the other hand, if we can't get around the speed of light, it'll take a lot longer. But in either case, expanding our intelligence throughout the universe is our ultimate destiny. Cosmologists today argue about whether the universe will die in fire or ice. Fire means a big hot crunch, basically the opposite of the Big Bang. Ice means stars falling apart, eventually dying out. Both of these views of cosmology assume that intelligence has nothing to do with it, that intelligence is just a bit of entertaining froth that dances in and out of the dumb celestial forces that rule the universe. But this perspective ignores the law of accelerating returns. As a result of the exponential expansion of our knowledge and skill, the universe will ultimately be infused with computronium and with the vast intelligence of our human-machine civilization. So the universe will wake up, and we will intelligently decide its fate.
So I became a person in 2033, and that's how the singularity got started. Today, in 2045, non-biological intelligence, hey, that's me, is a billion times more extensive and far-reaching than all human biological intelligence. But we still consider it human intelligence. I mean, we're post-biological, not post-human. We got that straightened out in the Non-Biological Intelligence Alignment Act of 2039. There's been far more human history in the 12 years since I gained legal recognition as a person than in the tens of thousands of years that preceded 2033. For one thing, subjective time is stretched now that we do our thinking on a substrate that's 1 million times faster than the signaling in the old biological neurons. I have this recurring dream. I walk into a building and through an empty room. And then there's another empty room. And then another. And then another building, also with an endless succession of empty rooms. And then yet another building, and on and on. The dream originated with Ray, but I'm only now beginning to understand its meaning. as a harbinger of our colonization of the cosmos. It's interesting to think back now to a half a century ago, the beginning of this 21st century. People actually went through each day without backing up their mind files. Now, that's frightening to contemplate. But biological humans had a golden opportunity that had never existed before. If they took care of themselves, the old-fashioned way, just for a little while longer, they had the prospect of joining me here on the other side.